It's mid-morning at the junction. Maude is sitting by herself at a table in the corner of the cafe, knitting.
Knit row, purl row, continue to pat till the piece measures 21 inches, then decrease as follows.
She lays the knitted sleeve on top of her arm.
Another half hour maybe. Oh, there's Paulie. I've caught him looking at me, or he's caught me looking at him. He's a fellow people watcher. He's a bit fidgety today. I wonder what's on his mind. Except I can only read the minds of those who don't belong here, like Alice. I don't get anything from Paulie though, but I'd like to know if he knows anything about her. He's got that little black purse out again, counting his pennies. I'd never have taken him for a Scrooge, but there I go again, making the assumptions about people. It is my job after all.
She takes a sip of tea. Paulie fumbles about with his purse.
Caught out again. Mustn't stare. People watching can be hard when you're distracted. I don't know if I've got enough for the bus fare home. If I put any change in that Pagefield bucket. I could always walk, I suppose. It's not raining at the moment. It's a bit chilly though. What if Maude would do me Pagefield scarf and gloves?
Puts his purse back in his pocket, gulps from a can of ginger beer. Maude gets a tape of measure and get out of the bag to measure the knitted sleeve.
Spot on. 21 inches. I'll just...
Ball of wool accidentally or purposely gets knocked off, out of her lap, and rolls on the coffee floor. Alice goes to pick up the yarn and knocks over the collected, not empty, cups of coffee on Paulie's table.
Stupid. Stupid mistake. Look at the mess. The table, the floor, the man. So stupid. I am sorry. Apologies, please. I get you another drink? So sorry.
Alice shakes her head, pulls out a dishcloth from the back of her jeans to Paulie to dry his sleeve.
No harm done, Alice. See, I'm all clean and dry now.
Alice uses some napkins to soak up the coffee off the table and floor and takes a tray of crockery into the kitchen.
She looked like I were about to hit her. God, what's happened to her that she reacts like that?
Paulie grabs the yarn from under his chair and walks towards Maude, winding it up.
I think it's dry.
He passes it to Maude. Alice returns with a tray of drinks and food.
Yes, Paulie, you sit here with this lady. Lots of room for you. I'm sorry. I have cake for you, see?
Well, is that okay?
Alice passes him a plate.
Of course, sit down.
She gazes at Maude, moving her bags out of the way.
She knits, like my grandmother. Is she still knitting now? You should knit little hats for pots. Keep them warm.
Alice smiles. Maude laughs. Paulie looks puzzled.
Tea cozies. I should give it a go.
The fat lady looks a little upset. She would love another slice. You want cake also?
It's Maude, and yes, Alice, I would love another slice. It's very Moorish.
Moorish? Moorish? What is Moorish?
She heads to the kitchen. Alice looked back at Maude with a puzzled look.
Strange lady, Maude. Very strange lady.
Lovely girl. Alice.
Yeah, well, she is. Troubled, I think.
Oh, how so?
Well, I get the impression she's been through a lot. You know, back home, you know.
Paulie stares at the cake.
Don't wait for me. Go ahead and tuck in.
Oh.
It's
my favourite cake, Victoria
Sponge. Well, we have something in common then. Do you knit as well?
Don't know. Men don't knit, do they?
Alice comes over. She's smiling.
Cake for Maude. Poor guy. I don't think he's going to ask her for it.
Maude breaks off a piece of cake with a fork and eats. Paulie has the cake in his hand.
Hell, what on earth does he want from me?
He really wants scarf and gloves.
She walks away to continue serving customers.
So, Maude, what are you knitting? I'm watching you from over there.
It's a jumper for myself. I'm also working on a project crocheting granny squares to make into blankets for the Red Cross. For the elderly in winter, you know, to keep them warm.
She pulls out a few colourful squares to show Paulie.
Ah, that's very kind. Giving back to the community, I like that.
There's been a few cold snaps these past mornings.
Paulie nods, his mouth full of cake.
It chaps your hands.
Yeah, mine do get sore.
He rubs the back of his hands.
I should make you some gloves.
No, you don't have to do that. You're busy with your project.
I've made my mind up. Scarf and gloves for next time I'm in.
Maude looks across the cafe and sees Alice smiling at Paulie before she goes into the kitchen.
She's a little genie, that one. I'll have to watch her.